that? Real tea, no Lipton. Straight facts, no fiction. My prediction is addictive. I wish you would tell me the truth.
Welcome back to I Wish You Was podcast. Once again, y'all know who it is. It's your boy Torch from Blazing, my lovely co-host and wife, Sean. Today we got a very, very, very special guest. This black man works really hard in the community, man. He's a head coach at John F. Kennedy High School men's varsity basketball team. He's also the host and the owner of 94 Feet with Coach JT, the podcast. He also has a wonderful clothing line called Stay Applying Pressure that real fly. They even make special pieces. I seen them go out to Alcorn State and do something for homecoming that was real amazing. So if you're looking for some gear, you want your kids to learn basketball, you need a good podcast to listen to, or just have a good brother in your life, then you want to know my next guest, Mr. JT. How you doing, brother?
Man, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for the dope intro. And again, y'all keeping it real fly in here, man. That was my first time hearing it, so I'm like, all right, man, I gotta give me an R&B intro now to the pod, bro. I'm like, the vibe was dope, bro. Just the groove, and also I like it. Again, coordinate what y'all got going. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. And again, I say it all the time, I love in this environment. Y'all doing major things, but also I see the work y'all putting in nonstop, bro. And as you know, we know now together, it ain't easy.
Nah,
it's not easy, man. I dope, but y'all do some quality work. To all my guests that been on, they say nothing but the best. The viewers, they see the upgrade. So I'm like, hey, man, I'm with the right people, man. So I appreciate y'all for having me for real.
Yeah. That's what's up. So we got just a couple questions for you, I'm going to let my wife kind of start off a little bit here because, we've been really excited to talk to you about certain things.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Go ahead, let them.
Yeah, so as a part of the introduction, we said JT. This is Coach JT, right? So he is the head coach of the John F. Kennedy Cougars varsity men's basketball team, right? So, JT, how did you get into that? When did it start, and how did you get into it? What made you want to actually make an impact and be a coach?
Well, I mean, as you know, Sean, like I said, our history goes way back. Outside of this environment, man, we've known each other, like I said, almost all our lives, right? But just growing up in the church, right? Our families and friends cross network. So our school friends with our church friends and vice versa, but then the activities, but also had a conversation with somebody else again in the community about just, we had to do something growing up.
Yeah.
So like I said, and then shout out to bro, like he was playing drums. I was like, oh man, he could play drums, but also he played football. We played, so now, but also he went to other school. We got the rivalry games. We can talk a little trash. I love you, bro. We go to church together, different activities, but also, oh no, we competing. But also that community, that family atmosphere, man. Everybody supporting each other, coming out, showing love, but then also like, we had younger people, like younger than us at certain times too. So that was a responsibility of ours, though. It's like, hey, look after the younger ones, or vice versa. We had some people we looked up to. It was like, oh, I want to hang around the older people, cool. Yeah. Or they looked after us, like big brother, big sis, people in our circles, right? So that was always something that's been in me, but also in church and our families. But then early on, I just knew, we were taught to serve at a young age, though.
Yeah.
Choir, usher.
Yeah.
Children's church. We're going to do something.
We go do
and
something.
More than one thing for a while until we got old enough to kind of pick our own paths. But it was like, you know what? But church was cool. I saw my friends. We got to eat. Got to hang out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and we did activities too, but still safe.
Yep.
But also those memories, but also we learned the foundation of what, like, God's stuff was to keep us grounded. Because as we know, like, that's why we're here today. What I mean? Through that foundation, I was like, you know what? It's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People
always got to shine, but it's not everybody that wants to serve other people and do it wholeheartedly, right? Everybody doesn't want to or can't serve. Right. But I think that's the ultimate sacrifice of oneself regardless.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? That makes me feel better. I can sleep at night knowing I help people. And now the form of coaching, it just comes now as far as like, it's a title. But like you've helped me. Like y'all have helped me learn how to do this stuff, navigate stuff. We talk on the phone, bro. Hey, Jay, this is what I can do for you. Oh, you're coaching me. You're coaching. I'm like, oh man. And then it's only right for me as a coach to do what? Pass that message on to somebody else. So I like, hey, you know what? I got somebody who knows how to do this. Yeah. Or I got a studio because I can't do this. Say it up. But I know somebody who can. Right. Be a team player. So I've always felt like that. Like I said, I played on sports teams. Who never was the guy on my team. Was okay with that. But as long as we won, I felt amazing. I contribute to winning or whatever like that. I'm cool. And that's why I try to teach the kids, even in the classroom, in the basketball court, whatever it is I do. Just supported others, but also put the work in too. Right, as y'all know too. Right, this didn't happen for y'all even here overnight.
Right.
Even and then people, Jay, like the pod I talked with that. I was like, man, I was nervous, but then somebody interviewed me and I was like, I could do that. But he coached me though. Said, hey, this is what you gotta do. He took the time, and I was like, man, no charge. And I was like, oh, okay. He said, but hey, some people don't stop. They stop after 5 episodes. I was like, what? God willing, now I'm 160 something in 4 or 5 years. But he's like, keep going for yourself.
Right.
But you never know who you're touching. I'm like, again, he coached me through it. So I think that's just something that's a dope blessing to be. Because if you can inspire just one, right? And the Bible says just need one.
Just need one.
Just one.
Will there be one?
And that, but
this
that's
ain't an
all it
altar
takes.
call, but you know.
Yeah, but it's reality. It is,
Right.
we hear it, right? But
Right.
I think that's so amazing for, again, because as a coach though, or a teacher, or a professor too, part-time, to have, last night had a game, I saw 4 or 5 of my students at Fortune High School who I just taught them, but we played against them. But man, the cheerleaders are, hey, Professor Robert, to me, it's like being a mentor, being somebody, like that's what I had.
Yeah.
You know,
Bro, yes.
The impact's amazing. And it's funny you bring up the impact because you met Natasha Lanes here in the studio. And one of the things she stated to you was, hey, I would love to be able to get in that classroom environment and share this message. And not only did you give her that opportunity once, but they loved it so much, he let her double back and do it again. And now she's got the bug for teaching and getting in the classroom. She's already a great poet. But that happens with, like you said, that networking, that coaching, that confidence, that, hey, you want to do this? You actually got the skill set to do it. Let's do it. I got the medium. I got the realm. I got the space. I have the classroom.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You have the gift. Let's share it with these young people because that's what it's really all about at the end of the day is how can we make the next generation of kids have more opportunities than we did coming up so that way they can continue to grow and be great.
Even getting the setup here, right? I can literally bring students here or kids who want to do podcasts. They're like, oh, I know somebody physically. I'm not just going to send them to, like, I can, like, show up with me here. He can help you walk you through this. When that's what it looks like, I can show you. And for me, it's not at any cost. If I can help inspire that one person, when they came to that class, like I said, they were just like, at first, again, kind of, and then she spoke, little hair blown back a little bit, but then by the end of it, they were sitting in their seat doing activities, and they was like, wait, is she coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, we want to come back. But then I said, well, you know what? I'm going to do the assignment, but they're going to write their summaries, just give you some critiques. She's like, do you mind? I sent them all to her. She's like, I need these because now she's really like, oh, no. Now I use to critique it. So when I go to schools or go to other people, classrooms, they can say, this is my curriculum or what I'm doing. And she has a little something behind it. And I'm like, it's nothing for us to do that. And I think, everything doesn't come at a charge or a fee. Or the charge is like, okay, well, I know next time if I need her to come through, she's going to come through.
They're going to come through.
I don't have to be like a payment of something. I am paying it, but without like a physical payment.
Right.
But I know, if I call her, hey, Professor Roger, I got you. I'm like, oh, I didn't have to ask twice.
Yeah.
Believe me, that's appreciated. I know.
But again, through you guys though, I popped up here early. I'm like, oh, she all right.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, okay. But outside of just interviewing her, I'm like, the youth can see a positive black woman, but also she's herself, and she don't apologize for nothing. But her verbiage, her words, I'm like, man, some of them slang, the words you use is fire. I'm like, some of them, I say I just like it, but also our youth need to see that it's okay to be them or be creative.
Yeah.
They are in a space right now, as you guys know, to get a shine or get an opportunity to do something that we haven't.
Right.
And which is when we want all our kids or our youth and people to excel. That should be our goal, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's super dope. But again, you talk about bridge of communication, right? We use different platforms, or you guys may be in the middle, but now we can cross paths with different people.
Yeah.
Right.
It's easier.
Oh, yeah.
My auntie always say, work smart, not hard.
Yeah. I do got a question though about your team.
Yeah.
Like, so the season's about to begin,
We
right?
there. We 1-1 right now.
1-1 right
1-1
now.
right now.
Okay, so since you're 1-1 right now,
Yep.
right? Where do you see your team as a whole moving forward with this season? Do you think they're gonna have a +5 record?
Yeah. So record-wise, Sean, I mean, it's no telling.
Okay.
Our league is super tough, but I have this year super young. I mean, I was blessed the last couple of years to have 9 seniors last year, and I had 7 juniors before. So back to back, I lost a lot of seniors, but I have 4 sophomores on varsity, 4 juniors. Nobody on the varsity has a lot of varsity experience, but I will say this: like, to play back to back, we played Friday and Saturday. A lot of heart, a lot of just playing through the atmospheres that they've never been exposed to is crazy. But also, I just love to see effort though. At the end of the day, can you give me effort and just try? Because we'll learn through trial and error, even in life, right? And I've learned that. I've learned this through life, man. Sometimes, man, we gonna mess up.
Right.
But I try to tell our kids, y'all know too, they have it good at certain extents, but also I say, man, in the sports of competition, you got to be a little different in those walls or on the court or on their field because the other team's coming to win too.
So, real quick, one thing. Don't be coming from my wife in the comments. She meant +500. Okay, I'm the sports fan here. Don't be coming from my wife in the comments because I know my sports. And I will I will comment back for that. But
she good. Yeah, I know she meant 500.
+500. Yeah.
But 500. But I said for me, I don't even. I just want to grow.
Yeah.
Because again, also like I take it back to this though. We teaching life. I'm teaching life lessons.
Life lessons.
So Sean, I mean, yes,
Yeah.
and like I said, would I love to have a lot of wins and be above? But the biggest thing for me still too now is like, okay, these boys get better as young men.
Mm-hmm.
They learn how to communicate.
Yeah.
They learn how to network.
Yeah.
They learn how to be uncomfortable, but then learn from that. But also, when they come back and say, Coach, I graduated. Oh, I got a job here. I got a career here. Coach, I'm finally legal. Let's go have a drink. Oh, you can buy me a drink 5 years later? Those are the bigger wins for me, man. Like,
Right.
I played for coaches that was like, you got to come to get your jersey when you graduate like college. You got to have your degree. I was like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, so I got my degree, right back to my school. I need my jersey, but that was like an accomplishment. But they knew like, hey, this basketball ultimately will stop bouncing. But for me, I use coaching now. I'm around the game. I use my pod now, my networks to be around the game basketball. So, I mean, of course, I want us to be successful and wins, but foundation, hard work, but still enjoy it, but realize life is going to push you guys, right? It's going to be the ball bounce. It'll bad call sometime. What do you do? Do you quit? Or do you do something else? So just really how to manifest and move through life as far as, you know what, dang, Coach JT taught me it was like subliminal learning. Like some kids, I had a player come to me yesterday, Coach, he was right, man. He was right. He said, so I'm adjusting to junior college life now.
Right.
I'm doing better, but yeah, it is harder than, you know what I mean? He said, but I know now, but I'm getting there, but I'm still working. I said, bro, that's all I can actually do. Because when I see you and you come say hello and you speak to me and still love, that's it.
Speaking of, coaching and staying close to the game.
Yeah.
94 Feet with Coach JT.
Yeah.
That podcast keeps you in touch with players all the way from amateur level to professional level.
Yeah.
Even the other day, you had young Omarion in here, which was exciting for me to see this young man because his whole purpose and his whole focus was basketball.
He locked in.
He was like, man, this is what I do for fun. This is what I do for my career. This is what I do for my goals in life to take the next step.
Yep.
Being that you're able to touch young men like that and even have NBA professionals like a Kent Bazemore sitting in this seat, being able to have that voice, like you said, you're more than 160 episodes in.
Yeah.
I mean, just that longevity, that enthusiasm to keep your voice heard. What has it taken from you to go from day one with that motivation from your trainer to today to where now, again, you're a brand?
Bro, and then, again, like you said, things happen. That COVID, everybody's in the crib.
Yeah.
And if somebody interviewed me, but again, like right now, we talk though. Like I'm a talker, you talk. We speak to each other, our friends though. Again, being in church too, we had to talk.
Right.
Yeah. We called our people, but now we met up, so we have a conversation. We joking, we talking trash, we down, all that to each other. But I was like, okay, wait, I can do this. But also, again, through our network, I always try to keep it respectable to anybody I competed against, or even in Sacramento. Everybody like, Jay, how you know everybody? I teach, I coach, I play, but also the guys, like I said, I went in South Sac, but also my boys, they still my homies in the North. But we didn't, we play at Grant. Oh no, couldn't stand y'all. But after the game, they're my boys.
Right.
We older now, but also like it's like Jay, I got you. Ask one time, and I even don't have to really, for the pod. I was like, man, how am I going? So he said, man, just put your list together. Go with your inner circle. I was like, really? He said, man. So I wrote down during COVID 10, 15 names. In my closet, my room, I said, just audio only. 5 out of 9 said, yeah. So I started that. And then I was like, and they was like, yeah, Jay, I got you. So we got on the Zoom call recording. I was like, a little nervous. And keep it honest with y'all, I probably only listen to like 3 of my episodes ever. But I'm going to keep going. I want to keep crowded. I want to keep listening. I was like, man, that was kind of cool. But to have them response, but I've learned through watching others.
Right.
So I watch a lot of podcasts. People was like, well, for you to have a good show, you should kind of be tired. I'm thinking to myself, like, what? Why should I be tired? So they said from listening. And I was like, oh, he said, when you're tired, that's how you know you got one. Because I like to talk, right? So sometimes I tell myself to be like, just listen, Jay. Ask the question and then listen. It's about them. But I was like, also, it's a way for me to learn about my guests, what they do all the time, and through those reps, like basketball, like you're shooting, like if you're dribbling, if you're writing, whatever it is. Now so much practice. I know you speak about it like that.
Here's why listening is fun,
Go ahead.
but it's hard. Because listening will make the conversation great, but it will pull you away from your list that you pre-planned for like days in advance. Yeah. Because the conversation leads you in a different direction.
So that's what indeed I was about to hit on that. You say, Jay, you do a good job, but I don't write questions down because each interview could be just that different. Even if I plan for it, because how am I get? Like I said, I may have came in today, had a bad day. You ask me a question, I'm like,
right,
dry. But then it's up to you to be like, okay, well, Jay, what's up? Vice versa. So I've learned through repetitions or read my guests, like, okay, or if they hear a little bit before, I read the room a little bit, how they feeling. I know, Sean, you do a great job. Hey, you need a water? Okay, they being cool, they receptive. All right, it's going to be a good conversation, you know what I mean?
Oh, you got to go check episode 1 out. I already told him in episode 1, I said, look, I'm here to make you look good. She here to make you feel good. She here to make you feel at home.
Oh no,
I'm
yeah.
here to make sure that home is ran right. This girl right here go all out for our guests.
Hey,
I'll
no,
be like, man, you are amazing at that.
I can second, third that everybody that's come through here. And like I said, man, when you know though too. When I first came here the first time, outside knowing her before how she is personality wise, when I came in, I was just like, it just felt right, bro. But it takes the team knowing. I like to see y'all work together and to see everybody who's supporting it and people come in. I'm like, oh yeah, everybody's on the same page with D. And you guys said before, like, nah, this ain't really for everybody, because y'all can filter out who y'all want to have come in, because it gotta fit that type of, like, it's just that aura, that vibe here. I'm like, yeah, they keeping it in house, but it means something. I was like, that's how it should be, bro. So y'all doing a great thing. And I know Sean come through that door. You the first one they see most of the time. It's important though. It's important. You got that smile going. It's important for real to make people feel at home, comfortable, because this is not an easy thing that y'all doing, but also to be quality. We gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah. Sometimes things have to flow naturally. However, I like to have sometimes in life there's a map, and then on the map there's a legend, right? A navigation system, and you kind of want to stick to the map, but as you said, sometimes you got to ad lib, sometimes you got to gauge the person, sometimes you got to read the room.
I go off the map sometimes a lot.
Yeah. Sometimes that's good.
Because I like to plan a lot. I'm getting better at it too. I got better at planning through my work, through stuff like that, through my daily living, because I understand structure is good too, so you can.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've been the one, all right, something to adapt. Just adjust.
Okay.
Just get it done, Jay. How do you counteract it? It still must go on. So how do we move past that? You know what I mean? Because everything can't be planned all the time, right? Sometimes things happen. So I'm like, that's how I'm definitely maneuvering. Sometimes, Jay, you everywhere. Yeah, sometimes I gotta be.
Yeah.
I gotta go from here to there, get over there and come back. That's just me.
Yeah, we see you a busy man. That can segue into our next thing we want to ask you. You just got married.
Yeah, I did.
Newlywed.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
We want to know how you manage wife, marriage, relationship, children, along with, your business of 94 Fever Coach JT and coaching men's varsity basketball.
Just patience, a lot of communication, for real. As men, like I say, you talk about this all the time, like just communicate with one another. Good day, bad day, and respecting. Okay, this might not be my day, might not be your day, vice versa. Or this little time, this segment, I try to be as much laid back as possible. So sometimes, again, realizing that some things you need to communicate about, or some things for me, like, just, you know what, this may not be a big deal for me. I'm gonna let him just chill, because I'm the non-confrontational one overall, just with anybody. But I do want everybody to be respected, no matter if my friends or not. But also, like, man, let's keep. Again, the most important things we gotta take care of. Let's do that. But some stuff we gotta realize, you know what, this might not even be worth our time doing that. Right. So I tell you, my friends, my boy says today, like, man, your aura gotta be right. Y'all gotta keep y'all vibe right in y'all house. Y'all gotta, because that's where you live at.
Yeah.
That's where you stay at.
Yeah.
That's where y'all be at, man. And I think that's so important, because again, it's about the household, or how you do it in your family, right? In general. So definitely moving that, and also have somebody understand I was this move around coach, servant before any commitment to anybody, no matter who it was though. Right. And it's like that part is in me though. So now, but I got okay. How do you navigate that? All right, I got to cut back. During certain holidays, I ain't doing no sports. During Christmas time now, like before I do more games, or I was working 2 jobs, or versus now it's like, nope, certain times, nah, I'm off. Don't schedule no games. Take time off. Chill for myself, or be with my people, be with my family, go see whoever, you know what I mean, like that. But prioritizing what means what, but also realizing sometimes you got to rearrange for the betterment of everybody.
Right.
And, and that's the main thing I realized, but also, like I said, through guests like Devin, being on the show, interviewing a lot of people, I've learned from others about just how they maneuver themselves, from male guests, female guests, just how you vibe. Because for me, it's like it's always a learning opportunity. Yeah. And everything takes work, but I will say this again: the communication for everybody is important, but also sometimes respect the other person's feelings. But anyway, it may not. We can agree to disagree.
For sure.
Devin was an impressive guest, because after he left, I actually went on Amazon and looked up his book, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and order a copy of this, because what he spoke about, the daily affirmation, that was so powerful to me, because, a lot of times you can start your day off so wrong,
True.
But giving yourself that daily affirmation, regardless of what has happened the night before, regardless of what's happening around you currently, you remind yourself to be great. You remind yourself to feel good. You remind yourself that you are the one person that believes in you, and that's all you need sometimes.
Bro, like him, anybody who's been through that or has offer that advice, it's like, and sometimes I don't know if everybody would go through these phases where they self doubt at this age, because it gets harder as we get older, or certain things like that. But people, they challenge us, or something may come up short. And I'll just say for coaching that goes inside, like we may get challenged by parents, by players, and as a coach, you're like, man, do I? And I've been through it personally. Like, am I not doing something? I know I give my all to this. I study, I watch film, or I'm not perfect, but I can't play the game. So it was a point where I was just like, not sleeping, up, like not eating, staying up, worrying, because I want people to not say necessarily like me all the time, just accept my effort.
Right.
But people like, oh, you ain't doing it. Like, am I that bad? Like, I took losses and like lost, opportunities. I'm like, man, but then again, through counseling, ended up getting a counselor like via Zoom through Kaiser or whatever at the time. She was in Atlanta, but she was like, nah, put this on your wall, write this in your man cave. Put 15 things down and at least get 10 that you write up there. One was like, I'm controlling myself. One was like, I believe in me. It's on to this day, still on my glass little thing I got in there. I put in a glass little, I wrote in there. And I'm like, man, sometimes when I forget or things waver, I go up there and look like, nah, okay, I'm cool. Or you learn to practice like, okay, breathing at night. Close your eyes, take those deep breaths before bed to try to get you clear out some stuff, or just, it's so important. Or writing stuff down. Now, I started writing a journal in 2017, lost a job at a high school in Sacramento that I thought I could have kept, and it threw me off. My first head coaching opportunity, I was like, dang, let me go, whatever. And I was like, is this it? Am I not doing it? But then I called my old junior college coach, said, man, you can always come home. Don't stop, because then you just don't stay relevant, right? He was like, nah, come home. Went there for a year during COVID, right before COVID, and then got the job at Kennedy after COVID. So it's like, all those things have lessons behind it, but it's so tough for us, and just keep it at 1,000 right here. Black people, us, minorities, we don't do it. We're getting more into that spaces now, because we can talk like this, but it's like, it helps so much when you can let that stuff off your brain, off your heart, or that it's really that inside, that gut thing. That's when you don't feel it, right. It's sitting right here. And like, you got to let it out. Like through. I'm like, 'cause if not, it'll eat you up, man.
Hey, shout out to Jay Did It. She does Thursday therapies here in our studio as well, and that's one of the things that she promotes is artist speaking, regardless of race, regardless of gender. She gives you a space to speak. One of the things that I love about doing a podcast is I'm always running around everywhere. So this gives me time to actually speak and share what I'm thinking about, when I don't necessarily have time to call somebody and share it with them. I can actually sit down here and be like, I just want to talk about this today. I might make 10 episodes by myself to never put out, just so that I'm talking and getting those feelings out. And then I can come sit with her and actually have guests and put something out for the nation. If
you don't detach or get it out sometimes, bro, you're not going to be at your best. And then like Devin said last week, he was like, man, you got to take care of you first. Because how do you expect to be like on point? Like, there's no way I could tell if you had a rough day, a long day, bro. And I know you behind the scenes working. You say you go to work for however minutes and still come here and got to record. That's a long days, bro. I mean, we had a game Friday night. I had an all-day tournament yesterday for 9 hours at the high school, and I had to coach at 4. I'm like, so them 40 hours for me was dead tired.
Right.
But it's like, you know what? Oh, no, but this morning, I ain't going nowhere. I stayed home, got a little extra rest, cleaned up a little bit. I sat down. I said, nah, but I'm coming here at 4 o'clock. Once you hit me, I was like, no, I'm coming at 4 because this is my spot. I can just talk about the weekend. We talk about stuff out, but then at least this next week is ahead. But I got a chance to detach and just like, hey, and be around people who I know we vibing with. I'm like, this is a setting. Okay, this is my weekly session. This is my therapy.
And what you telling Babe earlier, you said you get to sit in that chair now. Hey, you ain't on this side.
Chair, right. Like I said, I get to lean to the left down.
I see you leaning. You know what I mean?
It's a good feeling because like it's just we talking about stuff, vibing, enjoy people company, right? But also, you never know who watching, who listening. Maybe somebody like, you know what, man, I do need to probably talk to somebody. Or I do need to buy that book from him, vice versa. Or go watch the episode of the young lady on Thursdays because I might be able to tap in because everybody need that internal support.
Right.
Either if they get it from others or themselves. But how do you get it is in the right support, right? The right choices for yourself, for your body, for your mind. And like I said, man, and it makes it easy when you got a place where you feel welcome. The vibe is good, but also the conversation going to be about you or just, what I'm saying, to help uplift or encourage or support, right? Because we may not live encouragement. I may just be like uplifting. Or I may need a resource who y'all know, like I said last week. Every time I come here, bro, somebody knows somebody will link up some kind of way. So I'm like, man, it's just so dope to be here,
you brought Zach Young through here.
My
I'm like,
cousin,
bro, that touched my heart. I was like, hey, that's my homie,
he said the same thing. He's like, I ain't seen him in so long. But again, and shout out to fam, man. Been through a lot. But bro, killing it, bro. He doing his thing, business savvy, smart, educated, still himself, man. It's for me, it's just like those moments like that, though. I was like, yeah, because I seen where he was. I seen where he was going, where he could have been. I'm like, man, this bro is killing it. Love my bro to death. He always tap in with me. So, you know what I'm saying? I just like being able to be that person to help do that for people, but also people help me do that. I'm like, appreciate you.
So, last 5 minutes of the show, we
Yes,
like
sir.
to kind of lighten it up a little bit. Give you kind of a chance to let people know what you got coming up,
Yeah.
you know, what we can expect from you. So, you know, let the crowd, let the people know, let the audience know, what can we expect from Coach JT, the coach for Kennedy?
Yep.
And what can we expect from 94 Feet with Coach JT,
Yeah.
the podcast?
So our high school season right now is underway, man. Again, got some good youngsters. We building culture over there, just teaching young men how to grow, be better, be athletes first, student athletes, but also build. I mean, again, you know, our Sac City school districts are suffering a little bit because all the schools are further north and south. The kids are going that way. So, but we still have good kids and good athletes in these Sac City schools. We want to keep them there too. Without everybody have to travel everywhere to go get wins or whatever else they want to do. Just stay here, you know, be good students, help out your home schools, but also just be me in the process, man. You know what I mean? Help others out and go through that. But enjoy high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy it because it goes by quick, right?
Very
It goes
Yeah,
by
fast.
quick, man. Just enjoy high school. Make those friendships,
Yeah.
relationships that you can go back to later on and learn. And then as far as the podcast, man, it's just I don't know specifically as far as like because it's a blessing to see what comes from this opportunities like this, right? But being prepared. I always say you stay ready, you got to get ready. So
Right.
Yeah.
if I can record when I can, I know it's basketball season for me, so I pick and choose when I can record certain times, have them ready, but also just the networking, having people on it. But right now, I dropped you guys probably saw the man, my family, man, from all my
Yeah.
nephews,
Yeah,
nieces,
the
everybody,
photo
the photo shoot for the youngsters,
That
man,
was
the
hella
hoodies,
cute.
man.
Yeah, I
I was,
appreciated
it was
that.
again for me. I almost cried when I left. I was like, I never would have thought I'd be able to pull something like that off, man. So I just was like, man, it was so dope to see all the kids and they swagging, my nephews, nieces, everybody feeling it. My boy's like, hey, man, what's up with the adult one? I said, man, it's for that. But I got adult merch. Visit the website, 94feetwithcoach.at.com, man. We got something for everybody on there. If you don't see it, I can make it. What Hustle Man say, if I ain't got it, I can get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can customize team stuff, personal stuff. I got y'all. I'm going to work on y'all this week. I got to take care of my people, man. So y'all hoodies on the way for sure, man. But
Appreciate that.
again,
Yeah.
thank y'all, though. Real talk, man.
No,
This is
no
a dope
problem.
vibe, a dope setting. Y'all on it. The intro was so fire. I was like, I didn't know what to expect. I love the R&B joint, too. Y'all, they did my new intro, too, for the show. Check it out. Tap in, man. It's fire, man. They on to something great over here.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Where can people find you? Your social media handles.
Yeah, so the most of it is going to be 94feetwithcoachjt.com. That main website, you can click on the little icon. You know, we do new X. They can click on the icon. Take it to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all kind of spaces, man. But on IG, it definitely is in 94feetwithcoachjt.com. And leave a message, leave a like. Get the merch right now. Everything is on sale. It's hoodie season. It's Black Friday. All that going on, man. And everything I do goes back to the pod, really, though. Just putting back into the pod or creating new merch, stuff like that, too. Because I'm really going to, next year, I want to go up in that merch, though. I want to get y'all some people in the gear. I love see people wear my stuff. That feeling is amazing for me, too, though, man. Walking around somebody, they applying pressure. They give me, I'm like,
Yeah. They
okay.
be like, oh, yeah, that's JT
Hey,
right there,
I
Coach
love
JT.
that, but also I got and the quality too. I will say this though, I want to make sure y'all got quality stuff.
Yeah.
Not just stuff I grabbed off. Nah, so that's one thing I take.
Okay.
But again, man, hit the website, tap in, leave a message, inbox me. You want to go on the show? Let's talk.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And we want to thank y'all once again for watching the show. Again, thank you, Coach JT, for coming out.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all,
you to my
family.
wife, Kanshan. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, set your alert so when we do drop something, you know it's coming. Until next time, I wish you woods, the podcast.